I remember it, Adam, it was upon this fashion, bequeathed me by will, for 1,000 crowns, and as thou sayest, charge my brother on his blessings to breed me well. And there begins my sadness. My brother Jakes, he keeps at school, and report speaks goldenly of his profit. But for my part, he keeps me rustically at home, or to speak more properly, stays me here unkept. For call ye that the keeping of a gentleman, which differs no more from the stalling of an ox. His horses are bred better, and for besides, they are fair with their feeding, they are taught to manage, and to that end, riders are dearly hired. But I, his own brother, gain nothing under him but growth. And furthermore, this nothingness, which he so plentifully gives me, the something that nature gave me, his countenance takes from me. He lets me feed from his hinds, and he bars me the place of a brother. And as much as in him lies, mine's my gentility with my education. This is it, Adam, that grieves me. And the spirit of my father, which I think is within me, begins to mutiny against his servitude. I will no longer endure it, yet I know no wise remedy how to avoid it.
Yonder comes my master, your brother.
Go apart. Thou shalt see how he shakes me up.
Now, sir, what make you here?
Nothing. I am not taught to make anything.
Well, what mar you then, sir?
Marry, sir, I'm helping you to mar that which God made a poor, unworthy brother of yours through idleness.
Marry, sir, be better employed, and not a while.
Shall I keep your hogs and eat husks with them? What prodigal portion have I spent that I should come to such penury?
Know you where you are, sir?
Aye, here in your orchard.
Know you before whom, sir?
Aye, and better than that, I am before knows me. I know you're my eldest brother, and in the gentle condition of blood, you should so know me. The courtesies of nations allows you my better, in that you are the firstborn. But the same tradition takes not away my blood, were there 20 brothers betwixt us. Albeit I confess, your coming before me is near to his reverence.
What boy?
Come, come, elder brother. You are too young in this.
Wilt thou lay hands on me, villain?
I am no villain. I am the youngest son of Sir Roland de Bois. He was my father, and he is thrice a father that says such fathers begot villains. Wert thou not my brother, I would not take thy hand from thy throat until the other hath pulled out thy tongue for saying so. Thou hast railed on thyself.
Sweet masters, be patient. For your father's remembrance be it accord.
Let me go, I say!
I will not. You shall hear me. My father charged you on his will to give me good education, and you have trained me like a peasant, obscuring and hiding from me all gentlemanlike qualities. Therefore, allow me such exercises as may become a gentleman. Give me the poor lottery my father left me by testament.
And then what wilt thou do? Beg when that is spent? Get you in, sir, I will not longer be troubled with you. Shall have some part in your will, but I pray that you leave me.
I would no longer offend thee, and becomes for my own good.
And get you with him, you old dog.
His old dog, my reward. True, I've lost my teeth in your service. God be with my old master, he would not have spoke such a word.
Good morrow, to your worship.
Good, Monsieur Charles. What's the new news at the new court?
There's no news at the court, sir, but the old news. And that is, the old duke has been banished by his younger brother, the new duke. And 3 or 4 loving lords have put themselves into voluntary exile with him, whose lands and revenues enrich the new duke. Therefore he gives them good leave to wander.
Can you tell if Rosalind, the duke's daughter, be banished by her father?
Oh, no. For the duke's daughter, her cousin, so loves her, being ever bred from their cradles together, that she would have followed her exile, but have died to stay behind her. She is at the court, and no less beloved by her uncle than his own daughter, and never did 2 ladies love as they do.
And where will the old duke live?
Oh, they say he is already in the forest of Arden, where many merry men are with him, and there they live like the old Robin Hood of England. They say many young men flock to him every day, and fleet time carelessly, as they did in the Golden World.
And what, you wrestle tomorrow before the new duke?
Marry do I, sir. And I came to acquaint you with a matter. I am given, sir, secretly, to understand that your younger brother Orlando hath a disposition to come in disguise against me to try fall. Well, tomorrow, sir, I wrestle for my credit, and he that escapes me without some broken limb shall acquit him well. Your brother is but young and tender, and for my love to you, I would be loath to foil him, as I must, for my own honor. Therefore, I came hither to acquaint you with all, that either you might stay him from his intendment, or brook such disgrace, well as he shall run into, in that it is a thing of his own search, and altogether against my will.
Charles, I thank thee for thy love to me, which thou shalt find I will most kindly requite. I had myself notice of my brother's purpose herein, and I have by underhand means labored to dissuade him from it, but he is resolute. I'll tell thee, Charles, it is the stubbornest young fellow of France, an ambitious character, an envious emulator of every man's good parts, but a secret and villainous contriver against me, his elder brother. So use thy discretion. I had asked lief thou didst break his neck as his finger, and thou wert best look to it. For if thou dost him any slight disgrace, or if thou do not mightily grace himself on thee, he will practice against thee by poison. He will entrap thee by some treacherous device, and never leave thee, till he hath taken thy life by some indirect means or other. Almost with tears I speak it, but there is not one so young and so villainous this day living. I speak but brotherly of him, but should I anatomize him as to thee as he is? I must blush and weep, and thou must look pale and wonder.
I am heartily glad I came hither to you. If he come tomorrow, I'll give him his payment. If he ever go alone again, I'll never wrestle for prize more. And so, God keep your worship.
Farewell, good Charles.
I pray thee, Rosalind, sweet my coz, be merry.
Dear Celia, I show more mirth than I am mistress of. And would you yet I were merrier? Unless you could teach me to forget a banished father, you must not learn me to remember any extraordinary pleasure.
Herein I see thou lovest me not with the same weight that I love thee. If my uncle, thy banished father, had banished the Duke my father, and now Stylus had been with me, I could have taught my love to take thy father for mine. So wouldest thou, if the truth of thy love is as righteously tempered as mine is to thee?
Well, I will forget the condition of my estate to rejoice in yours.
You know my father hath no child but I, nor none is like to have, and truly, when he dies, thou shalt be his heir. For what my father hath taken by yours perforce, I render thee again in affection. By mine honor I will, and when I break that oath, let me turn monster. So therefore, my sweet Rose, my dear Rose, be merry.
From henceforth I will, coz. And devise sports. Let me see. What think you of falling in love?
Mary, I prithee do to make sport withal. But love no man in good earnest, nor further the sport neither, without safety of a pure blush, till thou mayest in honor come off again.
What shall be our sport then?
Let us sit and mock the good housewife Fortune from her wheel, so she may henceforth bestow her gifts equally.
I would we could do so. For the bountiful blind woman doth most mistake in her gifts to women.
'Tis true, for those that she makes fair, she scarce makes honest, and those that she makes honest, she makes very ill-favoredly.
Nay, now thou goest from Fortune's office to Nature's. Fortune reigns in gifts of the world, not in the lineaments of nature.
No, when nature hath made a fair creature, may she not by fortune fall into the fire? Though nature perceiveth our natural wits too dull to reason of such goddesses, hath not fortune sent in this fool to cut off the argument? How now, fool, whither wander you?
Mistress, you must come away to your father.
Were you made the messenger?
No! By my troth. But I was bid come to you.
Where learned you that oath, fool?
Of a certain knight who swore by his honor the pancakes were good, and swore by his honor that the mustard was not. Now, I'll stand to it. The pancakes were not, the mustard was good, and yet was not the knight forsworn.
How prove you that, and that great heap of your knowledge? Aye, marry, now unmuzzle your wisdom.
Stand you both forth now. Stroke your chins. And swear by your beards that I am a knave.
By our beards, if we had them, thou art.
By my knavery, if I had it, then I were. But if you swear by that is not, you are not forsworn. No more was this knight, swearing by his honor, for he never had any. Or if he had any, he had sworn it away long before ever he saw those pancakes or that mustard.
I prithee, who is it thou speakest of?
One that your father loved dearly.
Enough. Speak no more of him. My father's love was enough to honor him. You'll be whipped for taxation one of these days.
More's the pity when fools cannot speak wisely what wise men do foolishly.
By my troth, thou speakest true. For since the little wit that fools have was silence, the foolery that wise men has makes a great show. Oh, here comes good Monsieur Le Beau.
With his mouth full of news.
Which he will feed upon us as pigeons feed their young.
Then we shall be news.
Oh, the better. We shall be the more marketable. Good day, good Monsieur Le Beau. What's the news?
Ah, fair princess! Oh, you have lost much good sport.
Sport of what color?
What color, madame? How shall I answer you?
As wit and fortune will.
Or as the destinies decree.
Well said, that was laid on with a trowel.
Oh, nay, if I lose not my wit.
Thou losest thy old smell.
You amaze me, ladies. I would have told you of excellent wrestling, which I have lost the sight of.
You tell us the manner of the wrestling.
Oh, I will tell you the beginning, and if it please your ladyships, you may see the end, for the best is yet to do. And here, where you are, they are coming to perform it.
Well, the beginning that is dead and buried.
There comes an old man and his 3 sons.
I could match this with the beginning of an old tale.
3 proper young men of excellent growth and presence. The eldest wrestle with Charles. Oh, the Duke's wrestler, which in a moment Charles threw him, breaking 3 of his ribs, that there is little hope of life in him. So he served the second, and so the third, and yonder they lie, the poor old man, their father, making such pitiful dole over them, that all the beholders take his part with weeping.
Alas!
But what is the sport that the ladies have lost?
What is this that I speak of?
Oh, so a man may grow wiser every week. Yes, it is the first I heard that breaking of ribs was sport for ladies.
Or I promise thee.
But is there any other longs to hear this broken music in his sides? Is there yet another dotes upon rib breaking? Shall we see this wrestling cut?
If you stay here, you must, for here is the place. They are coming to perform it.
Yonder sure they are coming. Let us now stay and see it.
Since the youth will not be entreated, the more peril on his forwardness. Huh?
Is yonder the man?
How now, ladies? Have you crept hither to see the wrestling?
Aye, my liege. So please you give us leave.
Well, you take little doubt in it, I can tell you that. There's such odds in the man. In pity of the challenger's youth, I would fain dissuade him, but he will not be entreated. Speak to him, ladies. See if you can move him.
Call him hither, good Monsieur Le Beau.
Go ahead, I'll not be by.
Monsieur the Challenger, the fair princesses, they wish to see you.
I attend them with much respect and duty.
Young man, have you challenged Charles the wrestler?
No, fair princess. He is a general challenger. I come but in as others do to try with him the strength of my youth.
Young sir, your spirits are too bold for your years. You have seen cruel proof of this man's strength, and if you saw yourself with your own eyes or knew yourself with your own judgment, the fear of your adventure would counsel you to more equal enterprise. We pray for your sake and your own safety that you give over this attempt.
Do, young sir. Your reputation will not therefore be misprized. We will make it our suit to the Duke that the wrestling might not go forward.
I beseech you, punish me not with your hard thoughts, wherein I confess me much guilty to deny so fair and excellent ladies anything. Let your fair eyes and gentle wishes go with me to my trial, wherein if I be killed, there is one dead that is willing to be so. If shamed, one shamed that is willing, that was never gracious. I do my friends no injury, for I have none to lament me. The world no harm, for in it I have nothing. Only do I take up a place that may be better occupied once I've made it empty.
The little strength that I have, I would it were with you.
And mine, to eke out hers.
Fare you well. Pray heaven I be deceived in you.
Your heart's desires be with you.
Come, where is this young gallant that is so desirous to lie with his mother Earth?
Ready, but he will have the more modest working in it.
You should try but one fall.
No, I warrant your grace. You shall not entreat him to a second that has so mightily persuaded him from a first.
You mean to mock me after? You should not have mocked me before, but come thy ways.
Now Hercules be thy speed, young man.
Catch this wrong fellow by the leg.
Come, Charles!
If I had a lightning bolt for mine eye, I could tell you who should down.
No more, no more.
I beseech you, Grace. I am not yet well breathed.
How dost thou, Charles?
He cannot speak, my lord.
Bear him away. What is your name, young man?
Orlando, my liege, the youngest son of Sir Roland de Bois.
I would thou hadst been son to some man else. The world esteemed thy father honorable, but I did find him still mine enemy. Thou wouldst have pleased me better with this deed hadst thou descended from another house. But fare thee well, thou art a gallant youth. I would thou hadst told me of some other father.
Were I my father, cuz, would I do this?
I am more proud to be Sir Roland's son, his youngest son. I would not change that calling to be adopted heir to Frederick.
My father loved Sir Roland as his soul. All the world was of my father's mind. If I had before known this young man his son, I should have given him tears unto entreaties ere he should thus have ventured.
Gentle cousin, let us go thank him and encourage him. My father's rough and envious disposition sticks me at heart. Young sir, you have well deserved. If you keep your promises in love, but justly, as you have kept all of your promises, your mistress shall be happy.
Gentlemen, wear this for me. One out of suits with fortune that would give more, but that her hand lacks the means. Shall we go, cuz?
Aye. Fare you well, fair gentlemen.
Can I not say I thank you? My better parts are all thrown down. That which stands up is but a quintain, mere lifeless block.
He calls us back. My pride fell with my fortune. I'll ask him what he would. Did you call, sir? Sir, you have wrestled well and overthrown more than just your enemies.
Will you go, cuz?
Have with you. Fare you well.
What passion hangs these weights upon thy tongue? I could not speak, yet she urged conference. Oh, poor Orlando, thou art overthrown, or Charles, or something weaker masters thee.
Good sir. Good sir. I do in friendship counsel you to leave this place. Albeit you have deserved high commendation, true applause, and love. Yet such is now the Duke's condition that he misconstrues all that you have done. The Duke is humorous. Indeed, what the Duke is more suits you to conceive than me to speak of.
I thank you, but tell me this. Which of the two is daughter of the Duke that was here at the wrestling?
Neither his daughter, if we judge by manners, eh?
Yeah.
The taller is his daughter. The other is daughter to the banished Duke, here detained by her usurping uncle to keep his daughter company. whose loves are dearer than the natural bond of sisters. But I can tell you, this Duke has taken displeasure against his gentle niece, and for no other reason but that the people praise her for her virtue, and they pity her for her good father's sake. But upon my life, his malice against the lady will suddenly break forth. Good sir, hereafter, in a better world than this, I shall desire more love and knowledge of you. Mwah. Mwah.
Au revoir?
Au revoir, monsieur.
Thus must I from a smoke unto smother, from tyrant duke unto tyrant brother. But heavenly Rosalind,
I pray thee, Rosalind, Cupid have mercy, not a word.
Not one to throw at a dog.
No, thy words are too precious to be tossed upon curs. Come, throw some of them at me, lay me with reason.
And then there were two cousins laid up, when the one should be lamed with reasons and the other mad without any.
But is this all for your father?
No, some of it is for my child's father. Oh, how full of briars is this working day world!
They are but burrs, cuss, thrown upon thee in holiday foolery. If we walk not on the trodden paths, our very petticoats will catch
I
them.
could shake them off my coat. These burrs are in my heart.
Hand them away.
I would try if I could cry hem and have him.
Come, wrestle with thy affections.
Oh, they take the part of a better wrestler than myself.
Oh. You will try in time, in despite of a fall. But turning jests out of service, let us talk in good earnest. Is it possible that you should come unto such strong a liking with Sir Rowland's youngest son?
The Duke my father loved his father dearly.
Doth it therefore ensue that you should love his son dearly? By this cause I should hate him, for my father hated his father dearly, yet I hate not Orlando.
No, Faith, hate him not for my sake.
Doth he not deserve well?
Well, let me love him for that, and do you love him? Because I do. Here comes the Duke,
with his eyes full of anger.
Mistress! Dispatch you with your safest haste and get you from our court.
Me, uncle?
You, cousin. Within these 10 days, if thou be so near our court as 20 miles, thou diest.
I do beseech your grace, let me the knowledge of my fault bear with me. If with myself I hold intelligence or have acquaintance with mine own desires, if that I do not dream or be not frantic, as I do trust I am not, then dear uncle, never so much as in a thought unborn did I offend your highness.
Thus do all traitors. If purgation did consist in words, they'd all be as innocent as grace itself. Let it suffice thee that I trust thee not.
Yet your mistrust cannot make me a traitor. Tell me whereon the likelihood depends.
Thou art thy father's daughter. There's enough.
So was I when your highness took his dukedom. So was I when your highness banished him. Treason is not inherited, my lord. Or if we did derive it from our friends, what's that to me? My father was no traitor. Then good my liege, mistake me not so much to think my poverty is treacherous.
Dear sovereign, hear me speak.
Ah, Celia, we stayed her for your sake, else had she with her father ranged along.
I did not entreat to have her stay. It was your pleasure and your own remorse. I was too young that time to value her, but now I know her. And if she be a traitor, why so am I. We still have slept together, rose, ate, and played together, and wheresoe'er we went, like Juno swans coupled and inseparable.
She is too subtle for thee. Her smoothness and her very silence and her patience speak to the people, and they do pity her. Thou art a fool. She robs thee of thy name. Thou wilt shine more brightly, seem more virtuous when she is gone. Then open not thy lips. Firm and irrevocable is the doom that I have pressed upon her. She is banished.
Pronounce that sentence then on me, my liege. I cannot live out of her company.
Thou fool. Niece, provide yourself. If you outstay the time, upon mine honor, and to the greatness of my ward, you die.
Oh, my poor Rosalind. Whither wilt thou go? Wilt thou change fathers? I will give thee mine. I prithee, be not more grieved than I am.
I have more cause.
Thou hast not. Didst thou not see thy duke hath banished me, his daughter?
That he hath not.
No? Then Rosalind lacks the love that teaches thee that thou and I art one. Shall we be sundered? Shall we part, sweet girl? No. Let my father seek another heir, and therefore devise with me whither to go, and what to bring, and do not seek to take your charges upon you, to bear your griefs yourself and leave me out. By sorrow's pale, say what thou canst. I will go along with thee.
Why, whither shall we go?
To seek my uncle in the forest of Arden.
Alas, what danger will it be to us, maids as we are, to travel forth so far? Beauty provoketh thieves sooner than gold.
I'll put myself in a poor and mean attire. With umber I'll smirch my face, the like do you, and so we will go and never stir assailances.
Were it not better, because I am more than common tall, that I did suit me in all points like a man? A gallant curtal axe upon my thigh, a boar spear in my hand, and in my heart lie there what hidden woman's fear there will have a swashing and a martial outside, as have many mannish cowards that do outface it with their semblances.
And what shall I call you when thou art a man?
I'll have no worse a name than Jove's own page, and therefore look you call me Ganymede. But what will you be called?
Something that hath a reference to my state. No longer Celia, but Aliana.
Oh, what if we essayed to steal that clownish fool from out of your father's court? Would he not be of comfort to our travel?
He will go o'er the wide world with me. Leave me alone to woo him. But let us away and get our jewels and our wealth together and devise the fittest time and safest place to hide from pursuits that will be made after our flight. And therefore, we go to liberty and content and not to banishment.